Good morning, everyone. I'm Smokey. Let's have some fun in Derail Valley. They say it's morning, and it's quite a beautiful morning. Man, this game looks gorgeous with the new weather effects. It's a morning, and it's also cloudy. We can barely see the observatory right there. Anyway, let's not get distracted too much. It's 7:30 in the morning, which is great. And we are right here in the center of the map in the steel mill. And I think I have a plan. I've been thinking how to best start this playthrough, given what we learned in the initial playthrough of Derail Valley. And one thing that I believe can make for a very good start is getting the shunting license. It only costs $1,000. It can really help in the beginning to understand the layout of the tracks and the different yards in all over the place, and it can be the setup for quite some lucrative jobs. For instance, this is just an example. This is not what we're doing here, but take these two shunting jobs, right? They're both at steel mill, and we need to have pickups. So we need to take these cars and load them with steel bend plates, steel rails, whatever. If we do this, we can do basically both of these. And once we do the shunting job, a freight haul job will appear. And we can have 2 times the profit from the same place, 1 time from the shunting job, and then from the subsequent freight haul job that will be spawned. The good thing is that once we're done with the shunting job, the locomotive and everything and all the cars will be set up exactly where we need to be for the freight haul. So it's even faster. And that's a good plan. Now, one place where shunting jobs might be very, very fun is the harbor and town right over here in the southeast part of the map. It's a bit tricky to get out of harbor and town, but it's the biggest yard and there are so many options and it's really fun. There are multiple yards. I think there's like 5 yards or something like that. It's really fun. And it really, once you do like a few shunting jobs there, you'll understand the way all the yards are set up. A bit of a ramble, but I'm really excited about this. The plan is, right now we have a DE2, and the DE2 is fine. It can haul up to 400 tons. Oh yeah, one more thing. The cool thing about the shunting license is if you hit print, you can see the info, right? And if we look right over here, besides the cost, which is very minimal, the insurance copay is nothing. And the time bonus deadline is also nothing. Our insurance copay will still be $100, which is amazing at the beginning. If you look at other licenses like, let's say, manual service license, we hit print, and besides the $20,000 cost, it will add $7,000, so $7,000 on the insurance copay. So our insurance copay wouldn't be $100. So we're not going to bother with that. But the shunting license is very good. Is a very good first license. But I want to go to Machine Factory in town. Why is that? Well, we'll just see. Hang on, let me show you. So right now we're in steel mill right here, and Machine Factory in town. We're going to take this all the way here. This part is really fast, so it shouldn't be a difficult job. Now, let's see before we bring the locomotive. Let's see where these are. So deliver steel bent plates and steel billets. It's 7 cars, and 4 of them have a lot more are larger. Let's get a good vantage point, but already I'm seeing that this is the one. We have 3 and 4 cars. So for that, let's just take out this one and check the job number. So we're looking for SMFH44, which is SMFH44. Exactly this one. Let's double check they're all, I'm pretty sure they're all here because it makes sense. But we can take an extra 20 seconds just to make sure. 44, okay. We got nothing in the back. That's what she said. So if we're going to machine factory, right, then we're going to be heading out southwest. So without further ado, we know the direction we need to go. Now the issue is that the locomotive is facing that way. So if we keep going this way, the radiator, which is used in cooling the engine, will be in the back and will not be exposed to the fresh air. So what we're going to do is turn off the handbrake. Let's start this puppy up. All right. Turn on the lights. Lights. Forward and back. Oh, nope, no. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip this locomotive around on the turntable. So we're going backwards and let's start. All right, we're all lined up. Yeah, this is the left one. Now we're going to just slowly, and you know what, this is actually quite easy. I'm actually saying that shunting jumps might actually be very easy. Well, very easy. A lot easier if you're using this external camera. Oh, a little bit harder, but it's I'll be fine. We don't have to worry. Okay, so first thing, let's couple the train. We're all set. Now let's check the, actually let's put on the independent brake a little bit, just so we don't start moving away. And let's see, so it's on the left. We're just making sure that the brakes, there are no hand brakes tied. The first one was tied. 5, 6, and the last one is still okay. Okay, so one last double check. SMFH44. No, I don't have the. All right, no, we're still good. For a second, I had to load the game again because I took a small break and the jobs were in a different place. But yeah, we have the. Let's do a double check. Yeah, I think it's basically the same jobs. We have the job now. SMFH44, and since we're all ready to go, we have 50 minutes as a time bonus, so we have plenty of time. But yeah, some of you might have already seen this, but yeah, this is a good example of why you should always check your license requirements for this job. Besides the freight haul license, we also need the long one license, which obviously, if you go into licenses, train length 1, it's 10,000. So we have two options. We could get the train length 1 license, pay 10 grand. We're going to need it anyway. You know what? Yeah, let's buy this license right now. You know what? We're going to take the shunting and the other one. So let's do the shunting right now. That's fine. And the train length. 1. Where's the wallet? All right. Confirm, and we have the license. We also have these licenses as well. We're just going to drop them on the ground. That's fine. Okay, so now we have this freight haul job. Let's start. Okay, let's move. We're pretty certain that we're where we're supposed to be. Let's put the lights. Wait for the brake pipe. Okay. And let's get moving. Alright, so on notch 2. We're moving. We're pulling the train. This is perfect. Amperes, we're only at 600, so that's fine. Basically, we need to stay below 1000. Let's do this. Let's see this view. This is really cool. Okay. No. Let's get out of this and let's look at the map. So right now we're right over here, and we need to take a right. So take out this one, switch it. Let's get some more power. So right here, and we're going to go this route all the way to Machine Factory in town. Right here we're going down, so it'll be very easy. What's the temperature like? It's still going okay. No brake light. Yep, everything looks good. We're at 40. Okay, let's cool it for a bit. Give the engine a little bit of time to cool down. And we'll be okay. Okay, it's at 45 degrees. We can start putting some speed in this train. It doesn't look like an extremely sunny day, so we're going to keep the fan off. And we have a 60. We're close to 60, so we can stop, and let's make sure we're going left. Here, correct, we're going left, and it's a 50 speed limit, so let's put on the brake a tiny little bit. That should be enough. 50, well. Okay, let's put the independent so we get to exactly 50. Alright. And now we're just cruising. Actually. Oh, this is pretty cool. If you press by default is the F4 key, you can see the display. You know what? I'm going to keep this up so you guys can follow along with the speed and everything. Actually, no. Let's take a more scenic approach. So F2 to get out here, and F4. Okay, we're passing through Allwell Central. We're all set. Let's check the speed. Speed is 50. So this is perfect. Let's, yep. The train seems, oh, wow. This is pretty cool. You can see the whole yard from here. This is awesome. We just have to wait until we exit the yard, and then we'll get to move on. Sorry about this abrupt cut. One of my cats did a thing, and my attention was required. Anyway, we are in Machine Factory in town, and we just finished the job. As you can see, we have $31,000. We got the job and the time bonus. So that was great, and we have enough money to get the remote control. I mean, the reason why I wanted to start off as quickly as possible with this one is that the remote control, as we learned last time, is absolutely amazing. And even though it will only be available for the D2 and the DH4, we're not going to be able to use it for the D6, the largest locomotive. But that's fine. We'll see. We'll see how we do when we get there. But yeah, especially for like shunting and the D2, even driving in general, but especially for shunting, it's really amazing. So yeah, let's talk about the shop. It might be worth. So if we take out the schematics, we're a Machine Factory in town. To see where the shop is, you just navigate. Basically, it's between D and 1P, so where all the locomotives are. Sometimes I don't really know where I am, and I just teleport around like a madman until I find it. But it's really all the shops in the game. There's one in each or most stations. Yeah, not in each, but in most stations. And all of them are small like this and blue. So you can't miss it. Yeah, and we go into the shop. We take this scanner and we point it. We click. It's 25,000 in here. Let's take out our wallet. Put the money, and presto, we have the remote control. Okay, let's put it on number 1. Yeah, and we'll lock it on the hotbar, so it's always at number 1. This is the receipt. This is fine. We can put this with the rest of them. Actually, not in the trash. Let's put it right over here on top of all the other things. And yeah, so the plan is... Oh, okay. Let's talk about the plan. The plan is to somehow, either through one long haul or 2 shorter hops, to get to Harbor in town, where we can make quite a bit of money doing a few shunting jobs. And that'll be quite cool. Now, I just quickly glanced at this one, and I've seen, I mean, look at this. It's one freight haul down to Harbor in town. It's 315 tons, which is great. We can totally do it. And especially since this part and this part, these parts are downhill. So we shouldn't have a problem with 315 tons. We have to still be careful, but it's totally doable. And yeah, it's 31,000. with a time bonus of 96 minutes. That's an hour and a half of real time, not in-game time. So it's going to be on under 1 hour, even with the DE. So yeah, let's start by checking out this one. So we need cars, and it's 2, 4, 6, 7 cars of cars, and one of them is yellow. Yeah, that's fine. I'm pretty sure they're right over here. Is this yellow? Yeah. Red, something yellow, and a couple more. So this should be easy. MF FH55. FH55. So yeah, this is perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's check the last one, 7. Sometimes I usually, when I'm pretty confident that these are the cards we're looking for, I just check the first and the last one just to make sure there isn't another sneaky card that's close to it, and I'm not, and we're not going to be able to tell. So these are the, which track is it? Just for reference, this is B4 outbound. Perfect. The locomotive is in C yard. And we need to, it's facing the wrong way because we're going to go that way, the way we came in. So due south. This is going to be the line south, then east, close to steel mill, and then south and east towards harbor and town. So we need to be facing the other way. So yeah, let's just do that. Just a reminder, this is where we can turn. So in the top part of Machine Factory Town, that's where we could turn. Let's see if we can turn some other way. If you go like this, and then no, there isn't. Sometimes there is a way to make a loop, but right now I don't see how we can. So we just have to go back. Let's jump in the locomotive, start it up, lights, backlights, pushing reverse, handbrake towards the left, because lefty-loosey, and let's start. We'll get to like 20, and then we can stop, and let's turn on the remote control. So, when you're in a cab, in a locomotive, take out the remote control and press Alt so you can have access to the mouse. And first things first, we power it on. As you can see, the blue light is flashing, and this is towards the left. This is the battery, the energy. Yeah, the battery. And once we're in the locomotive, we just click pair loco. And we're done. And basically, we can control this either like a normal train, or with the keys from the keyboard. But the cool thing is, we can stay right here and have a cool vantage point. We can even, let's stop it right there. We can even go up here, and already we can tell that we're going pretty fast. But basically, this is really helpful when we're doing shunting jobs, especially when we have more cars and longer trains. You really can't see at the end of the train if you're sitting in the cab. Okay, let's stop. Let's switch this right here. Put it in forward. Turn on the brake. And let's accelerate. So, let's see, we're going this way, then towards the left, then towards the left, and then we'll get over here. All right, cool, perfect. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I don't see the locomotive, but I'm sure. I mean, we checked, right? Yeah, it's going the correct way. So now we're just going to wait until it's here and turn it. Oh, right in the middle. This is perfect. Now we'll just turn this around. Let's see if we can get it first try. No, it didn't click. Ah, so close. Okay. And the cool thing about the remote is that we don't even have to go in or do any jumping around. We can just leave as it is. Oh yeah, one thing that's really awesome about the remote is, check this out. We just, in alt mode, obviously, in alt mode again, we just hit couple. And all the cars, the trains are coupled together. Brake pipes are all set, everything's all set to go. This is amazing. This can work with multiple cars, multiple locomotives as well. It's really awesome. And the CPL is for couple, and UNCPL is obviously for uncoupling. I mean, just for the convenience of this, is the locomotive is worth it. Now, I know you might be thinking, yeah, but why spend 25,000 on a locomotive when you can do the same thing from the F4 menu? And while that is true, I'm pretty sure the F4 menu is not available on all difficulty settings. So if you're playing on a more realistic difficulty than I think it was the medium one we chose, right? You won't have the option to use the view. So yeah, the remote control in that case would be very, very useful. And it'll be useful for us as well. So yeah, I think we've done enough for one day. Next time, we're going to go to Harbor and Town. That'll be quick. And then take the time to learn a bit about Harbor and Town and do a couple of shunting jobs. We'll see, maybe we'll get the license, but it'll be interesting. And we can talk more about the layout of the yards and how best to plan ahead a more complicated shunting job. Well, one that involves more steps, several pickups and deliveries. So it'll be interesting. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Things are really starting to cool down a bit at work. So just one more week of longer hours, and then I'll have more free time to record. But yeah, definitely next week, sometime in a week, I'll definitely have another video ready to go and upload it. So thanks so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button to see future content from myself and this channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.